And Jarasandha had, because that Muni, whoever gave this mango to the king, he also said that this guy will not be able to, this guy cannot be killed by any kind of weapon. That is why it is so difficult for anybody to kill Jarasandha. And Jarasandha is naturally very, very strong. He's very strong. So that's the story. After this entire explanation, Dharmaraja is like, oh, then let it be Krishna. Why should we even? I cannot even risk my own brothers with this kind of a terrible fellow. I don't want to have any kind of war with him. It's okay. Let it be so. That is what he says. Okay. So he says that I don't even want to wage a war. And Bheemasena says, this is not the right way of dealing with it. We are kings, we are Kshatriyas, and our primary duty is to make sure that the bad people are killed or dead. Look at the kings. Look at the other kings who are suffering in the jails and in the dungeons. And this guy is apparently giving them a sacrifice. So we have to stop it. We have to stop this insanity. And as a matter of fact, you will die someday. Everybody is going to die. But what do you accomplish before your death is what matters, and that is something that will keep you in the history, in the pages of history. That's what Bheemasena is. Bhima is always looked upon as a person with impulsive nature, but no, he's a very what do you call it? Strong. And everywhere, wherever Bheemasena talks, you can find that, you can feel that. He's also very angry. He cannot tolerate adharma, and he has all those good qualities. But again, he's a very strong. His intellectual levels are very strong. Yeah, give her.
So he's like very logical.
It's very logical. Yes. That is, and Arjuna also supports. Arjuna also supports what Bheemasena is. Then Krishna says, the three of us have to go and kill Jarasandha. It's not possible for Bhima alone to do that, or Arjuna alone to do that, or I alone to do that. Three of us have to carve out a plan and approach this in a very strategic manner. Then he tells them what the plan is. So this entire place of Jarasandha, it is surrounded by mountains. So when something is surrounded by mountains, it is very, very difficult to attack that place. Hey, don't play with that. If you play with that, it is giving the tuck 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 noise in my ear.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just holding it.
So it is surrounded by mountains, so it is very difficult for us to attack. And there is also 3 drums placed in on these mountains. And when somebody who has the intentions of attacking the Jarasandha crosses them, they start making noises. They start making sounds. Yes.
How do they know if they're going to try to attack Jarasandha?
That is the speciality of the drums. Drums are made with a special, the skin of a special animal, and that animal had given this power, this boon to Jarasandha, that he will help him in times of need whenever will sense the intent of the person. So, based on what you are thinking, your brain will generate certain waves and frequencies. Now we do not have that equipment or to sense all those things, or maybe when you're put under a certain observation, those kind of machinery will be able to sense your frequencies. But apparently those drums sense the frequency of a person who has that kind of intention. So when they have that kind of intention, they're constantly planning, they're tensed, they're worrying. So all those kind of things will be there in their mind, right? So it can read that kind of frequencies and then start making noise. So what Krishna suggests is all 3 of them exactly at the same point of time should break those drums, so that they cannot make the noise exactly at the same time. That is the reason 3 of them are needed. So they break those drums, and then they enter the kingdom of Magad, kingdom of Jarasandha. And when they enter the kingdom of Jarasandha, they go and they are not behaving like a normal people. They want to grab the attention of Jarasandha. So, yeah, tell me, Atharva.
Where does Nakula and Sahadev stay?
They are still in Indraprastha.
Oh, they're not going since they're weak.
No, it's not that. All the four people are not needed. Nakula and Sahadeva are young, right? So naturally, the elder ones will say, "Oh, I'll take care of it. You stay home." It's natural instinct of the elder brother to say that no, I will be the one first facing the danger. Then you can go.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they enter the kingdom and they start snatching away things from people. Like there are some garlands there. They don't pay them money. They just take and put it on them. And because they want that news to go to Jarasandha. So quickly Jarasandha gets to know that there are three people who entered. They're dressed as Brahmins, but they are doing all things that are not in any kind of alignment with what a general Brahmin would do. And then he comes to meet with them. And Krishna reveals their true identity to Jarasandha, and he says that we are here to kill you. We are here to, and he tells him that these are the two brothers of Dharmaraja, and Dharmaraja is intending to do Rajasuya Yaga, and because of that, we want to win over you. And Jarasandha says, and also Krishna says, you can pick any one of us, any one among three of us, whoever you think to be fit to fight with you. He also put that kind of a thing in his head, right? Jarasandha could pick Arjuna or Krishna also. But if that happens, they will not be able to win over Jarasandha. The person who can attack or who can face Jarasandha is Bhima. So naturally, Jarasandha. So it means that he's he's provoking. He's provoking Jarasandha to pick up Bhima. So he picks Bhima and they enter into a dual combat. And that dual combat happens or continues for 13 days. After 13 days, Jarasandha shows some signs of weakness. He starts getting weaker. So so Bheemasena kills Jarasandha by breaking every single bone in his body, and every single joint in his body is made into a pulp. That is how Bheemasena kills Jarasandha. I am telling you these details because in future, when I tell that during the war, when I tell what Bheemasena actually does, you should not be really surprised. You should know the nature of Bheemasena by then. How death at the hands of Bheemasena is savage in nature. It is very, very brutal in nature. So that is how Bheemasena kills Jarasandha. And with that, the word spreads across the world so fast that, one second, that Dharmaraja is, give it to one. That Dharmaraja is trying to do the Rajasuya Yaga and Jarasandha is. With that, lot of kings who are on the side of Jarasandha either surrender or they are in kind of a fix. Yes.
I thought that Bhimasena killed him in he separated his body in
No,
the
no, no, that did not
opposite
happen.
directions because that way he could not attach again.
No.
He will be dead. No,
No.
that's what I read in the book.
That's not the actual story. That is not. That is in the movie. I don't know who came up with this creative idea of separating him. No, it is not there. Vyasa Bharatamlo ledu, Nanay Bharatamlo ledu. Other things are people's imaginations. Somebody thought that okay, he got attached like this, so let him separate him.
Opposite direction, maybe.
Opposite direction. And they also say that Krishna gives him the idea. Krishna gives Bhima the idea of separating. That did not happen. Krishna only tells him, Bhima, this guy is getting weak. Why are you wasting time? Attack him. Now is the time to attack. That's the only thing that Krishna says. Krishna doesn't give him ideas how to kill him. He only says, did you observe that this guy is weakening? What are you waiting for? That's the only thing he says. And they return to Indraprastha.